The world of military aviation has long been dominated by Western countries, especially the United States, which with the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II has set the standard in fifth-generation fighter jet technology. However, Russia is not standing still. The country developed the Su-57, a stealth jet fighter that is said to be a match for modern Western fighters. But how formidable is the Su-57? Let's take a closer look at its technology, capabilities, and challenges. The Su-57, previously known as the PAK-FA, Perspektivny Aviační Komplex Frontovой Aviacji project, was developed by the Sukhoi company in response to the development of the United States' fifth-generation fighter. The program began in the early 2000s with the aim of creating a fighter that had a combination of air superiority, stealth capability, high maneuverability, and advanced avionics technology. The first prototype of the Su-57, known as the T-50, made its maiden flight in 2010. Since then, various trials and upgrades have continued to refine its design to meet modern combat standards. Despite various technical and financial obstacles, Russia remains committed to completing the project as part of its military strategy to counter Western dominance in the air. One of the key elements in the development of the Su-57 is its stealth design. Unlike the F-22 and F-35, which have more subtle exterior designs and prioritize full stealth features, the Su-57 adopts a more balanced approach between stealth and aerodynamics. It has an aerodynamically shaped structure with fused canards and wings, providing more stability and maneuverability than previous generation aircraft. Although Russia claims that the Su-57 has stealth capabilities, many Western experts are skeptical of the aircraft's stealth effectiveness. The conventional engine nozzle design and the use of fewer composite materials, compared to the F-22, make the aircraft easier to detect by advanced radars. However, the Russians argue that their approach focuses more on a combination of stealth, speed, and extreme maneuverability to address threats on the modern battlefield. One of the main advantages of the Su-57 is its outstanding maneuverability. It is equipped with a L41F1 turbofan engines that have thrust vectoring, allowing the aircraft to perform extreme maneuvers such as Pugachev's Cobra and Kulbit, tight loop with small radius. This capability provides a huge advantage in dogfights, where agility is the deciding factor. The Su-57's maximum speed reaches around Mach 2. With supercruise capability, flying at supersonic speeds without the need to use afterburners, which makes it more fuel efficient and difficult to detect by enemy radar. This capability gives it a strategic advantage against adversaries with advanced air defense systems. The Su-57 is equipped with advanced avionics systems, including Bayalka's AESA, Active Electronically Scanned Array, NO36 radar, which is capable of tracking and attacking multiple targets at once. In addition, the aircraft also has advanced electronic warfare systems as well as optical and infrared sensors that provide high situational awareness for its pilots. In terms of armament, the Su-57 is designed to carry various types of air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, and precision-guided bombs. These weapons can be stored in an internal weapons bay to reduce the radar footprint, although the aircraft also has external hardpoints if needed to carry more weapons. Russia has also developed a special hypersonic missile for the Su-57, which is claimed to be capable of destroying targets at speeds that modern air defense systems struggle to intercept. In addition, the Su-57 can also use long-range R-37M missiles designed to attack a WACS aircraft and air tankers, threatening the opponent's strategic assets on the battlefield. Despite its many advantages, the Su-57 has also faced many challenges in its development. One of the main obstacles is the delayed production due to various technical and economic issues. To date, the number of Su-57 units in service is still limited compared to the number of F-35s, already in use by many countries. In addition, many doubt the Su-57's level of stealth when compared to other fifth-generation fighters. Russia seems to be focusing more on direct combat capability, as opposed to full stealth features like those implemented on the F-22 or F-35. Another aspect of concern is the lack of interest from international customers. Some initially interested countries, such as India, ended up pulling out of the joint development project due to disagreements over technology and costs. However, Russia is still working to market the aircraft to countries looking for alternatives to Western fighter jets. In addition, Russia also faces the challenge of developing next-generation engines. Currently, the Su-57 still uses the AL-41F1 engine, which is a development of the Su-35 engine. The next-generation engine, known as Isdel-I-30, is expected to provide more thrust and better fuel efficiency. However, its development has experienced some delays, potentially affecting the mass production of large numbers of Su-57s. The Su-57 is Russia's answer to the dominance of Western fifth-generation fighters. With its combination of exceptional maneuverability, advanced avionics, and lethal weaponry, it remains a serious threat on the modern battlefield. However, there are still many challenges to overcome, especially in terms of mass production, stealth features, and competitiveness in the international market. Can the Su-57 really match the F-22 and F-35? The answer depends on how Russia continues to develop and refine the aircraft in the future. But one thing is for sure, the Su-57 has added a new dimension to the fifth-generation fighter jet race, which is now even more exciting to follow. If Russia manages to perfect this aircraft and produce it in large numbers, it is not impossible that the Su-57 will become one of the most dangerous fighter jets in the world.